Alright, how's it going, my squids? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how you guys can make hella money on Warframe. We're going to be looking at Heracron, or Heracon, I can never pronounce his fucking name, but basically you're going to do this mission repeatedly over and over and over. Now, I have a couple people with me. They're just random people that I just met a few seconds ago or whatever. This is going to be the max speed, and then I'll show you the solo way to do it, how I do it anyway. And there's a couple different ways, but I'm going to show you guys through example really quick through this, and it looks like the fucking screen froze or some shit. But basically, I use Limbo, I use Frost. Those are the two main Warframes that I use when farming for credits. So I highly recommend that if you have any of those Warframes, then you should be fine with this. I'll go over the build a little bit later. But what you want to do basically is you want to just only get one of the excavations. Heracon is an excavation mission, in case you guys don't know that. But you need to go over to just one excavator. And what I'm gonna do, what my job is as Limbo, is I freeze and CC the entire wave, and then I just basically rinse and repeat that process until the excavator is done. And then we peace out. We make about 25 to 30k depending on what we get. And you can also get 400 endo depending on what you get out of the excavator. So what I do, I stand on top of here, I activate my Cataclysm, and I also activate Stasis. And what this does, anything that walks within my Cataclysm gets frozen in place. Now this sucks for my teammates because they can't actually use their actual ranged weapons, but they can use powers and they can use their melee weapons. So if you do decide to do this, at least make sure you bring a decent melee weapon, so that way you guys can actually kill stuff. And you gain energy as Cataclysm is going on because it's considered inside the rift. So what you want to do is just cast rift over and over and over again until you get enough energy. And also, if your teammates are good, they'll be killing stuff randomly, and you can get a bunch of energy back from doing this anyway. So you pretty much just hold this down the whole time, and I just lost all my energy, which is unfortunate, which rarely happens, mind you, so that's not something that happens often. But when it does happen, it sucks. But just, if you've got a couple energy, like, regen thingies, then you can just pop those on the ground. You should be good to go. And that's pretty much it. This is pretty much what you're doing right here. This is pretty much it. We're about to win right here. We're going to grab one, then we're going to peace out. Alright, now we can just leave because my Cataclysm will freeze them if they try and go for the excavator. So we can just start heading towards wherever the extraction is, which I'm sure it's this way. Or not. Maybe not. Maybe it's not this way. I thought it would be that way because, I don't know. I just thought it would be that way. So now we just leave, and you guys will see the exact payout after this. And the payout is the same, mind you, if you do it solo, but it just kind of is easier when you have a group. And when I say easier, I mean faster, because it's still simple as shit whenever you go ahead and do it by yourself. It just takes longer because you're just standing there mindlessly doing nothing, waiting for the excavation to end. So it's not really an exciting process, but if you need money and you need endo, this is probably the best way to do it. There's probably a better endo farm or something, but this is a better alternative, I guess, is what I would say. Alright, we're pretty much good to go. We're waiting on the last guy to roll up over here, and then we should be done. Alright, now you guys can see the payout, which will be about 20-something. Yeah, so this varies. It'll be like 24,000, 25,000. I've never gotten anything below 20,000, so don't ever worry about that. Plus, we also got the 2,000 from the credit cash, so that also is a bonus to the 25. So it's pretty good. And that was all for like 4 minutes of work. It is pretty nutty. But we also do have a Volt Prime with us, so he makes us run faster. So it's still going to be a little bit slow-ish, but it's still pretty quick. And for 25 grand, it's pretty good. Okay, so we are now back at the ship right now, and I'm going to be showing you guys the exact build I run to do the Heracon mission. So personally, if you're using Limbo, then what you want to do is just bring a good melee weapon, whatever melee weapon you want. I use the Cindo Prime because I got it from the Twitch Prime stuff, and I felt like it's a really significant weapon that just works so well. So this is the build that I run on Cindo Prime, and it normally one-shots the first wave of enemies because, as you guys know, as time gradually goes by in the excavation, the more excavations you do, or excavators that you get complete, basically the levels go up and up and up. So you just want to make sure that you have a good melee weapon that can take care of the enemy, so that way you can keep regenerating the excavator. So if you're using Limbo, all that matters is a melee weapon, because you're going to be using this because once you use Stasis, it freezes all the bullets and everything like that. So your like second secondary, your primary, all that stuff doesn't matter. Now, if we're gonna run Frost, it's a little bit different. So for Frost, you're obviously gonna wanna run, I run Soma Prime on my Frost because I find Frost just way more just defensive when it comes to putting up his snow globe. Well, I mean, he is a defensive Warframe, but you guys know what I mean. He's just more defensive oriented, and he doesn't necessarily freeze time and freeze bullets. He just freezes the enemies, so it's a bit different with him. So you're allowed to use your primary, your secondary, all ranged weapons you can use. Because he doesn't freeze the bullets. So what you want to do is do Soma Prime, if you have it, of course, and then I bring the Lex Prime if I'm going to be using anything. So this is pretty much my setup for this, which is the same thing if you guys want to know my Soma Prime build. It's just running this. I haven't put too many, I've only put one Forma into this so far, but this is what I'm running, which is, it does good damage, and it gets the job done, so I wouldn't really worry too much about it. But the main important part is just doing a crit build with Soma Prime, so just look up a crit build on like Google or something, and then you guys should be fine. And then the same build for the Sindo, just don't worry about that. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it solo with Limbo, and then Frost, it's just like you just pop Snow Globe and you just kill people and replenish the excavator. It shouldn't be that hard. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put on back my old stuff and show you guys through a quick example how you guys can go ahead and do this as soon as possible. Alright, we are in the mission now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by going into the rift so I can regen some energy on my way there, and I'm just going to leisurely mosey on over there, and then we're just going to rinse and repeat what we did with the group of people we had earlier. So throw this down, and then pop Cataclysm, pop our Stasis, and then just kill enemies like this, pretty much. We just wait for everybody to spawn in. Now, you want to make sure that you guys are able to kill the ones carrying the regen, like little energy cores or whatever, these things over here. So just make sure that you guys are able to pick these up. And then you just rinse and repeat this process, and you guys are pretty much good to go. This is literally all you have to do, and this mission becomes like cake. There's nothing to it at all. And then just refresh Cataclysm every now and then just keep putting in the little energy cores, and you guys are good. Simple, easy stuff. And you only need to complete one excavator, and then you can go ahead and peace out and extract, and you guys will get about 20k, which is like retarded for the amount of effort you actually have to do for this. So it is what it is. But now we are good to go. All powered up. We're good. Now we can just chill right here and just, you know, do absolutely nothing for the next couple seconds. Alright, now we can leave. So, the excavator should be done. Yep, and we got about 2,000 credits. And also, side note, I know I said this, I think I said this earlier. You can get a good amount of endo from doing this. So, it's about 400 endo, if you're lucky, of course. It can be endo, it could be credits, you know. It just depends on, you know, the RNG factor, realistically. So, if you're looking to farm endo, this is the best way to do it. If you have a couple people, you guys can stay here for about 20-30 minutes. Ow, that sucks. Wow, this is the worst thing ever. But anyway, you can stay here for about 20 minutes, and then you guys can farm about 1,000 endo within that time. So that's pretty good. I know endo is a big part of this game when it comes to mods and whatnot. Now, me personally, I don't have a whole lot of crazy mods that require like I don't have any primed mods or anything like that because I'm fairly new to Warframe, so I don't need a whole lot of endo, but I've got like about 15,000 just from this mission alone, so just bear that in mind. So as you guys can see, one excavator, 24k plus the 2k credit cash, simple, easy, 120 cryotic, bunch of good stuff. So hopefully you guys use this to your advantage. Thank you guys again, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace. So originally I had tried to actually figure out how to put a timer to show you guys how fast this can actually be. I couldn't actually figure out how to do a timer because I'm a noob at editing when it comes to that type of shit. I can animate all day, but when it comes to finding how to put a timer on a video, completely clueless. But I wanted to show you, it was about 3 minutes and 18 seconds, so literally 3 minutes, you get 20k every 3 minutes. Hey, that's fucking beast. So, and yes, is that a pink iPhone case? You're damn right it is. What do you know? You don't know my life.